Hey guys, hope you're all doing awesome. Hey, I just wanted to share kind of a personal update of some things that have been going on with in my life with my creative process. For those of you that don't know, I started a YouTube channel that was kind of meant to be this Amazon affiliate thing. So it's one of those things where you watch the video, I do a product review, then you'd click on the link in the description, and then I'd get a commission off the top of that. Some of you guys already know that that's something I've been doing, but I kind of just wanted to share about what that process has looked like for me here recently. So, long story short, I did a lot of understudy of some people that were already doing the affiliate business stuff. And I really felt led by God that this was something that I was supposed to pursue, but without really any confidence in myself to do it or really any strong idea of what that was going to look like. And so I did my understudy of these people, like I said. I was doing my research, and finally I jump in. Well, long story short, I apply for this process through Amazon, and it's like, congrats, you're an Amazon associate. You can start using our links and yada, yada. So a lot of this, if you haven't heard of this before or seen something like this before, it requires a lot of upfront investment because you don't have the views yet, you don't have the subscribers yet, you don't have the sales yet, and you're just purchasing materials and products to review and then hopefully to sell to people if they're interested. And so I sold a few games. I think I sold like 4 games and a couple of other items, stuff like that, which is cool, but you're only getting cents on the dollar for every item that you sell. And so it is a uphill battle, but it's something that I believed in. It's something that I really felt strongly about. So I continue to pursue this. Well, long story short, I'm looking into my analytics and I realized that my Amazon account with affiliates has been completely canceled. It's gone. And so I go online and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? And so I try to log in and it's like, you don't have an account with Amazon Associates. Try calling a 1-800 number for help. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Well, long story short, I end up finding out that I got an email from Amazon saying that my account with Amazon Associates had been completely canceled, just like that, out of the blues, completely shut down because I didn't have enough followers and subscribers. So what's interesting about that is this isn't a pity party. It's like, oh, I want more subscribers, I want more followers. It's nothing like that. But what's interesting about it for me is that I really felt strongly that this was something I was supposed to do. I really felt confident that this was something I was meant to do, and I did the research and I did all the work beforehand to make sure that everything was done right. Links worked, videos looked good. I was following the guidelines of Amazon Associates, all this stuff, and I'm putting time and I'm putting money and I'm putting a lot of effort into this. And so I'll be honest, when I got the news that that happened, it really hit me hard because not only was I told that my account was canceled, but then I was also told that it's like, well, you just don't have enough influence. You don't have enough followers. You don't have enough likes. We don't trust that you're going to be able to sell product based off of the videos that we're seeing from you and seeing your account. And so if you're creative like me, or if you've tried anything on your own, tried pursuing a goal, and you have somebody tell you, you just don't have it right now. You just don't, you're not able to do this. That was really hard for me. And so I'll be honest, I wrestled for quite a few days over this. And some of you might be watching and you're thinking, oh, that's not a big deal. Like, it's just YouTube. But yeah, but creators, no matter who you are, if you're an artist of some kind or a musician, or you make videos like I do, or maybe you're a writer, etc., we put everything into what we do. Like, there's a lot of identity intertwined into what we do because all of it is us. It's all of us that we put into making that piece of work, that product. And so when you're judged or critiqued for it, you need to be able to take critique. But when you're told that you just don't meet the criteria or standard, it's a really difficult thing to wrestle with. And not to mention the struggles with confidence and insecurity, where it's like, I don't have enough subscribers because the channel is not good enough. I don't have enough likes or comments because people aren't engaged enough. And I sat on that for quite a few days, just really struggling with that. And Lindsay was walking me through it, and I'm praying to God about it. I'm like, God, you told me to do this. Like, why isn't this working? And why isn't this going anywhere? Blah, blah, blah. Well, long story short, over the course of about 3 or 4 days, I look at my YouTube account and I get a comment. And I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And so then I get another comment. The next day I get like 2 or 3 comments. And then I start getting subscribers. And then I start getting likes from people. And all of a sudden, a couple of my videos start shooting up in views, 100, 200, 300, 400. One of them just hit 500 views today in 3 weeks. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, what's going on? Because here I just hit my biggest low with this whole creative process of trying to start an Amazon affiliate YouTube channel, and I can't sell anything. I don't have any links, none of that, because I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough subscribers. And then all of a sudden, people that I don't even know are starting to comment and like and on these videos and are starting to subscribe. The reason why I share that is that's a lot of factual stuff and statistical stuff. But the reason why I share that is because I really felt like God told me I was supposed to do something. And then I ended up feeling embarrassed and insecure when things didn't happen the way that I thought they would. And it's a pretty big slammer to your confidence when you get an email saying, yeah, you just didn't make the cut. It's kind of like the equivalent of saying, like, you didn't get the job. You didn't get this deal. It's not going to work out. Try next time. But what I realized is, one, I knew God had still called me to do it. And even before I started getting comments and likes and subscribers, I had already resolved in my heart that this was something that God still told me he wanted me to do. But I realized that I needed to change the process that I was going about it. I realized that, okay, God, you're wanting to use this to show me something. What is it you're wanting to show me? And one big thing that stood out to me, kind of a side point, but a big deal, was the fact that I was focusing a lot more on product in selling things than I really was with building a community of people on YouTube. But what's really ironic is, in the same week that I get told, I can't do Amazon Associates and I can't sell product and I need more subscribers before I can do that, in that same week, in that same vein, is when I suddenly start getting comments in support from all these different people over YouTube. Genuine comments, people they don't even know, that are like, great review, I love what you're doing, keep it up, make more videos. They have questions about things that I'm reviewing and I'm talking back to them and replying back and all these different things. And suddenly I'm beginning to build these friendships with people through YouTube that are talking about the products that I'm reviewing. What God was showing me through that is that it's less about the initial success of getting, the views or the money or the business or all these different things. It starts with people. It starts with building that intimate connection with people where they feel like your viewers feel like they can trust you and you're willing to invest time and care into them and to answering their questions, replying back to comments, all these different things. These things just begin to click for me that I've been looking at this backwards, that I've been worrying so much about all these logistical things of being an Amazon Associates partner, all this different stuff, that I didn't focus on really just connecting with people with the platform. That was a side point. The big point for me through all of this is that when God asks you to do something, you need to be faithful and follow through with it and do it, even if it seems to fail. There's going to be things that God asks you to do where you're going to do it and you're going to fall flat on your face. It's just like when God asked Moses, he said, Moses, I command you to go to Pharaoh and to tell him, let my people go. And so Moses goes to Pharaoh, who has the Hebrew slaves under his thumbs. And Moses says exactly what God told him to say. He said, let my people go. And Pharaoh said, no, I'm not doing that. And as we see, long story short, throughout that whole story, that's when God sends all the plagues to be able to get Pharaoh's attention. I imagine Moses walked into that scenario and he was like, God, I did what you told me to do. I went in, I told Pharaoh, let my people go. This is what God says. And nothing happened. God, nothing happened. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. You didn't deliver on your promise. And yet what Moses perhaps didn't know or understand in the moment was that everything that he was doing was part of God's plan. He just couldn't see the end result. And he had to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and being deliberate until the promises of God came through. And that's what I realized for myself through this whole process, is that I feel like God's told me to do this. I'm going to keep on doing it because I'll tell you what, right now, there's comments all over my videos. There's likes. I think since January, or even actually, I think it was the first week of February. Since the first week of February until now, I've hit almost 4,500 views on my YouTube channel, over 50 hours of watch time. Guys, every video is like 4 or 5 minutes long each, over 50 hours of watch time, which is just insane. I'm beginning to see where God is starting to come through on his promise, but I'll admit it was hard at first. And I was like, God, I got kicked out of the affiliates program and our people aren't really commenting and engaging in the videos. Is this something I'm meant to do? And then almost as a foretaste and a sign of God delivering on his promise, I start getting all these likes and comments and subscriptions. And so I encourage you right now. I'm very much speaking from this place of struggling right now, but continuing to do it. I encourage you, whatever God is asking you or commanding you to do it. Even if you can't see the delivery on the promise now, follow through with it, because I guarantee you, God has got things in the works behind what he's asked you to do that you can't even see right now. You don't even know what's happening behind the scenes right now. And God is just stitching and weaving and interweaving things together. So I encourage you with that today. I don't know what you're doing in your life right now. That's a challenge. That's a struggle. You might be a creative like me. You might just be doing your day-to-day job. You might be a stay-at-home parent. You might be in ministry. You might be working a trade job, and there's just frustrations there, and you feel like you're pushing against the wall, but you know that God has told you to do what you're doing. So I encourage you, continue to push through. Continue to persevere. Do not give up, because I'm telling you right now, if you're faithful in the process and you're true to the Lord and you do what he says to do, you're going to see fulfillment on that promise. And I'm still waiting on that fulfillment of that promise. Like, I'm getting likes and subscriptions and comments and stuff like that, but I know that I'm not finished yet. I know that there's still more beyond what God has asked me to do, that there's actually a promise that he's going to deliver on, and he's faithful and true. He hasn't forgotten what he said he's going to do, and he's going to follow through with it. So I encourage you, if that's where you're at right now, just take this word that I'm sharing, this encouragement that I have for you to heart, that God is faithful, and he's going to deliver on his promises. And another thing too, for content creators like myself, you might not be a YouTuber, but maybe you sing, maybe you do art, maybe you're a vlogger, a blogger, maybe you're an influencer of some kind, maybe you're in ministry, maybe you work a job completely unrelated to all the things that I just said. Be sure to show the people that need it that support. I'm telling you right now, as a YouTuber, a like, a comment, a view, that pushes the content out there so much further than you could ever imagine. It's not something I encourage you with as well, as getting these comments from different people just supporting the views of products that I'm doing. It really, not only does it help me and encourage me, but it also really boosts what I do and makes a big difference. I encourage you that if you watch a YouTube video or you listen to a song or you do whatever, be sure to just show some support their way, and it's going to go a long way. But hey, hopefully that connected with you. It's kind of an impromptu video, but I just wanted to share that with you guys, that God is faithful. He will see you through, and everything I'm sharing right now, it is all part of the creative process. There's a lot of highs and lows, and it never ends, but I love being able to do what I do in this video format. So take care. I'll see you guys later, and be blessed.